Oh, I think it happened. I think we're live. Hey, everybody, and welcome. This is a pretty unique and a pretty special live, I gotta say. I'm trying out this whole new Elon Musk Starlink thing. What a guy, huh? Boy, he is confusing. Anyways, welcome. You'll have to tell me if the video or audio quality is poor or, substandard because, well, you are my quality control people, unfortunately. And I hope that this all works out really well. And we'll be keeping an eye on the fire, enjoying a nice little cocktail, and I don't know, just kind of having fun. I want to have a fun time here and see how everybody's doing. It's been a while since I've been on here. Life's been busy as always, What else is new? But here we go. Cheers and thank you for tuning in. We are going to be talking this evening about whatever the hell we want because that's the agenda. I'm back in Colorado. I had a great time in Washington, and there's a never-ending quantity of work to do in this life. And inevitably, I had to leave Washington and come home to my house in Denver that I'm in the middle of renovating, so I can get that puppy renovated, put the finishing touches on my bus, and then I think, right now, if I had to guess, I would say that my goal is to get this house done, get it rented if I can, and then hit the road full time in my bus sometime this winter, which sounds crazy, but in my mind, I'm a snowboarder. I like the winter. I took 11 years off of snowboarding actually and picked it back up last year and remembered how much I enjoy it, how much I enjoy riding up the lift and then coming down, doing the thing, sliding around. It's fun. So I foresee a winter of hopefully grooving, hanging out, playing guitar in my bus, and snowboarding all across this great state called Colorado. I also want to give a shout out to my scout, Oliver. That was my chariot of choice on the way up here today. I freaking love that thing. I inherited that beautiful, beautiful 1973 Scout and I actually wrote a book together. We were really tight, and it was the kind of thing where, like you have a special relationship with a teacher, professor, whatever, and it kind of like changes your life, and it's a really good thing. And that's totally who he was to me. And when he passed, he left me his Scout, which is super cool. And if you'll notice, let's see if we can get back up to it. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. If I lost you, I'm so sorry, but I think we're back. We're running off satellites and battery banks out here. It's kind of amazing that it works at all. Holler if you got an interruption, or let me know what happened. But yeah, it's a special Scout. And at the end of the day, like what I really want to do with this Scout is actually take the Scout, and I really want to do a full restoration on it. I'm saving my pennies and then build a tiny camper on it. Having a bus is super cool. And Nomadic Alpha, what's up, man? Al, what's up? It's so good to see you, dude. Yeah, look at us. We're out here on our Starlinks. You're gonna get momentary interruptions. I think that might just be the nature of the beast out here because there's a lot of trees around here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would love to get that thing restored and then do a full little camper build out on there, like a pop top thing, so I can go lots of places. But yeah, that Scout is really special to me. And it's just so good to be back out here in Colorado. I had a great time in Washington, but there's something special about the dry, high altitude of Colorado. It's a big contrast, to the Washington vibe. And this is where I'm from. I was born and raised here. And God, what a handsome little truck that is. Dang. I'm a big sucker for the round headlights too. Like they don't make them like that anymore, I think is what people say. Oh, I'm getting the spinny wheel, and that probably means that we're having an issue here, but we're just gonna hang in tight. We're gonna hang in as tight as we possibly can. Yeah, and I think everything will hopefully stay working, and if it doesn't, please forgive me. I just wanted to do something fun, because yeah, I'm looking to spice it up and make this channel a little more interesting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're getting spinners. Frick these spinners, But, well, sometimes all I can do is laugh. All I can do is really laugh. Everybody, if you can, like make a sacrifice to the Starlink gods so that we can hang on to this epic live chat. This is really, I mean, this is gonna be a really good one, you know? Yeah, okay, now we're back. We're back, so they say. Oh, we're talking about light in terms of shades of color, not, yeah. Well, if it doesn't work, you know, I think we're working. I think it's working. Yeah, what's the deal? Everything was good in the minute for the Starlink to kind of get its bearings. And I've only been here about 30 minutes or so. So dang, it's a lesson learned if this doesn't work. It's kind of my first try, you know, I just got the Starlink thing and I'm really seeing what it's all about. It looks like I'm live again. I didn't realize is that I might not say the most flattering things about him, I guess. I don't know how it works. I don't know how the inner workings of this works. I'm gonna take a look at the comments. Let's see what we got here. Everybody, oh, someone got a bookmobile woodchuck. That's awesome. Congratulations. What's funny is that like we had good service a second ago, like when I started this, and then it's in and out, but like nothing's changed, you know. We'll just hope. Yeah, I'm aiming toward a lot of trees, Brad, to be honest with you. But it said I was getting like 20 megabits a second on the upload, and you know, Starlink wasn't complaining, so I don't know. We'll just do our best. I mean, the fact that this is possible at all, I think is actually insane, because I'm out here running my Starlink off my Anchor with a camera. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm right by a river. I mean, like, this is a really primo spot, you guys. I'm having a great time. So thank you for being here. And it seems like things are good. So I'm going to talk about what's happening in the chat and stuff. But here we go. Wolf Dog Bus says, Brianna, I miss you too. And it is great to be out in the woods. We all should be out in the woods. I wish we'd had more time to do that together. Yeah, we got Nomadic Alpha in here. I think right now the connection is feeling a little more stabilized. You know, I'm gonna knock on some wood. I got a root right here. And let's hope that it hangs that way, because I'm really having a good time. This was the whole point of coming out here, was to do this thing. I was also filming some content for a webcam, or not a webcam, a dash cam app. I don't know. This is some of the weird ways that you make money when you're me, you know. You get in your truck and you get paid $1,000 to put a camera in your windshield and then say that it changed your life. Which it does. Driving over mountain passes will change your life, but. Oh, look at this. See now, oh, we got this spinning wheel, but now we're back. Tell me if it's stuttering. There's not much more I can do. We're gonna freeze, but if I've learned anything, it's that we'll be back, you know? Yep, look, I think we're back. Imagine that. Very good. Nomadic Alpha, campfire, forest, lounge chair. You just need a glass of whiskey in your hand. Well, who says that there isn't whiskey in my hand, you know? It's not whiskey, it's actually gin, and it's from a farm, Jackrabbit Hill, on the eastern slope of Colorado. And this gin is really amazing. It's got some juniper in it, of course, but they also, I can't remember the name of this root. It's a root that's local to the eastern slope or the western slope of Colorado. And it's like an aperitif. It's got like a nice bitterness to it. So it's an amazing gin. And it's all from a biodynamic farm. And biodynamic is like organic and regenerative plus a whole nother thing. A little bit of like witchy stuff, which I'm here for, honestly. It's really good. Is that Bigfoot? If you see Bigfoot behind me, let me know so I can do something about it. This is great. This is a good vibe. I'm gonna dial this light down just a smidgeon. We're gonna get a little too contrasty, but we'll hang in the best we can. The sun is going down. Load index is what it is called for that model of tire, and you correlate the two, and it'll actually tell you the optimum air pressure to run. So that's the best. It depends. Crown and before. Oh, I've got the spinny wheel. I'm gonna hold on 1 second. Okay, the spinning wheel is gone, so I'm gonna keep talking. Brenton, if you don't catch my answer, please tell me. So it's not an induction convection microwave range. Let me be clear. I've got an induction range that is separate. And then I have an oven, convection oven, and microwave oven that are all in one. That's another unit. And what's the name? It's 120 volt. Like I bought it off Amazon. It's got a cheesy name. It's such a cheesy name. It's like Coolmore or like Mr. Cool or something. No, that's the mini split company. Oh, what's the freaking name of that thing? Well, if you found 120 volt convection oven, microwave oven, you'll find it. I think it's Coolmore, which that doesn't make any sense, but I think that is actually the name. We are spinning. There we go. Okay, are we back? I hope we're not spinning anymore. I think it's a Coolmore. But the funny thing is, so in the shop, we had a Bosch model of this version of the same thing, and I looked at them and I realized they are the same except for some aesthetic differences in the display and a different handle. And the Bosch one was like $1,900, and the one that I got, I think it's Coolmore. I think it's Coolmore, honestly. The one that I got was only like $800 or $900, which is still expensive. But here I like having a microwave. I mean, put me up on the cross, you know, forgive me. But I think a microwave is very handy if you're a solo person or just a couple people living bus life. You need an easy way to reheat leftovers that's low energy, and a microwave wins. I mean, all of the science and stuff about how it damages the molecules of the food is true, but that's only if you overcook it. And that is true for any food. If you overcook it, you're gonna damage the nutrients in it. That's why steaming food is so good. That's why like eating raw food is the best. So it's not a microwave problem, it's a microwaves make it easy to overcook food problem. So I don't get the hogwash. And people who claim it's like radiation, it's a little different than radioactive radiation. It's electromagnetic radiation, which I got news for you, is what the fucking sun does every goddamn day to us. So it's not a big deal, okay? That's my opinion. That's where I've landed. I'm very comfortable with that position. I love having a microwave. I also love that it's one appliance that's a microwave, an oven, and a convection oven. And it's 120 volts, so you don't need a 240 volt inverter, and that's really cool. And in a lot of ways, my system is so optimized because I was able to learn from my buddy Brad. He's got that Summit cooktop, which is the only true 20 amp dual burner 120 volt cooktop that I've found. And I only figured it out by Brad being gracious enough to let me test, like do some science experiments, boiling different quantities of water on his stove to see how many watts it actually pulls. And that's where I learned that like the Dux Top dual burner induction unit that you see on Amazon, that thing will only pull a max per burner of like 800 watts. And that's just not enough. I mean, like, that's enough to do some cooking, don't get me wrong, but that's not enough to cook the way I want to cook. And the Summit model, which I don't have the model number for, and I'm really sorry, but if you search around, you'll find it. That will actually pull, you know, up to 2,000 watts, and it will distribute it evenly based on the burner you're using, but you'll get the most possible wattage. It's the best one I've found. There might be a better one out there, and I think, frankly, there's a lot of room for improvement on those, but yeah. Hey, look, we got some people driving by in a car. I wonder what they think of me right now, sitting in front of this situation. We'll wave to them. Hi. Anyways, that's a long-winded explanation of what the hell is going on with me. So, Coolmore. Yeah, there we go. Coolmore. There we go. There we go. I'm getting so blown out on this exposure. I might take a pause and turn down the light here. In fact, I think I will, so bear with me 1 second. I don't want to be blinded. We'll just turn this down a little bit. Here we go. Let's see how that looks. That's a little better, I think, maybe. Anywho's, I'm really stoked about my all-electric setup. I think it's going to be, I already know it's awesome because I've been using it, but I love that it's like a very small amount of space I've spent on it. and that I've got a microwave and an oven built in one. And what I really love is when I turn on that induction cooktop, and I learned this in the summer, if you turn on a propane stove, you've got a flame, right? And like, I bet maybe at the most 40% of that energy is going into the pan. I think that's incredible. I got the spinny ball, so tell me if you missed out on my explanation about how an induction cooktop compared to a gas one means that you get less heat into your living space because all the heat, it's just the pan heating up instead of a flame heating a pan.